Alright, so welcome to week 4. So this week we're going to cover more advanced HTML tags, like the hyperlinks and images and styles and lists and tables. And I think I covered some images and lists for the last week. But today I think we are going to do more advanced stuff for the HTML. Okay. And before you start, you could pause maybe for a few minutes. Just recall what you learned for last week. We get just have a little refresh. We have HTML, and in the HTML file, the head and the body. There are two parts. They work together to consist of like the whole HTML file. And in the file, we have title and the H1 to H6 tags, and we also have a paragraph tags. And the most important feature for this tag is that they have this arrow bracket, and some of them they have like the starting one, the closing one, which is there's a slash in front of this paragraph. Okay. Alright. So just maybe pause a few seconds to do a recall. Alright. So to be started, we need to go to Canvas. Let's do some. So if you go to 170, there's a file. And by the way, if you want to find my slides for the previous week, you could go to the Recitation files. We are section 21. You could go to this folder. We have week 1 to 3. I have uploaded there on the canvas. And you could also go to this one. You could find my name. It should be Zhonghao, but it's just wrong. But I don't care. So you go to the last name, Zhonghao, and you find there's a bunch of materials right here. So whatever you like, you could just view the slides before the assignments or the exams. They're going to sound kind of helpful, Alright, so for today we need to go to Canvas to download this paradox.html as a starting point, as a basic skeleton, and do some modifications on this file. Okay, so we go to the Recitation files. There is a paradox.html, so you just click it, just click download to your local computer. Okay. And I already downloaded it on my computer. So this is my recitation slides, and this is my skeleton file, the starting point. Okay, and you could just open it with your editor, whatever. If you're a Mac user, maybe you use Sublime or other stuff. If you're a Windows user, you could just use the Notepad++, whatever. As long as it is an editor and it is just functional, it's good. So you just open it with the Notepad++. Down to this right here. So if you double click to open it, you can see there's a like web page like this, and if you open it with your editor, you could see there's like the source code, and you could do some modifications on this file, and after that you just run your code and run it on your browser. This is like the final result. This is a display. So yeah. Okay, so first thing first, let's go to the by the way, you need to save your file frequently, because if there's like your computer breakdown and you didn't save it, so all your work will be gone. It's pretty sad actually. So we suggest you like save your work frequently to avoid this situation. Okay, so yeah, the first tag we're going to learn is a hyperlink. So basically, the logic that if I want to do, like if I click this name, the Bertrand Russell, if I click this name, I will be transferred to this website. Okay, so let's check. Yeah, so if I want to do, like if I click this name, I single click on it, I'm going to transfer it from this page to this page. Okay, this is the logic behind it. So in order to do that, we need to introduce the hyperlink tag, which is this format. Okay, so the format is pretty simple. So we have like a starting tag and also a closing tag. You can see there is a little slash in front of the A. Alright, so this is simple, but for this one, we have a href, which is like the src for the image we covered last week. This is like source where the link come from. So after equal, we have like quotation mark, and this is the URL, the website URL. We need to put this one right here to replace these three letters. Okay, and this is gonna be the name, the Bertrand Russell. It's gonna be replace this sentence. So let's do it. So first thing, I need to find this name right here. So 20th century logician. Oh, right here. So after the word logician, I just paste the format right here. Because I want to do a hyperlink to the name, so I just copy the name to replace this one, text to be linked, because I want to link this name to the website, right? Okay, so in this quotation mark, I want to put the URL right here. Okay, and just Ctrl+S to save the file. I think it's down actually. So put the URL in the quotation mark and put the name, which is a content, which is the text you want to link right here, in between of the starting tag and the closing tag. Just put the text in between of these two tags, and you are good. So let's go back to check. Refresh. Okay, you can see there's a underline beneath the name. So if I click on it, I'm going to be transferred to the web page. Okay, it is exactly this one. Yeah, they are the same. So yeah, so this is a hyperlink. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Okay. So this is the first person, Bertrand Russell. So, and for the next person, for the Margaret, I want you to actually, pause a few minutes to do this second exercise for yourself to check whether you know how to do it or not. So just feel free to pause it right here. Okay. You just need to link the name to this URL, which is pretty simple. Okay, so I just wanna do it whether you do the exercise or not. I just want to do a second demo by myself. Okay. So let's find this Margaret. I copy this format. Where are you? Oh, it's right here. Right. So I just, after the artist, I just paste and copy the name to replace text to be linked, because I want to link the name. Okay. Maybe the layout may be kind of bad, but it doesn't matter, so don't worry about it. And I want this link to be the URL for the hyperlink, so I just replace the URL. Okay. And the Ctrl+S to save it. Let's go back to web page. You see there's a name, so I refresh the page. Okay, there's also an underline beneath the Margaret, so I click on it. It's gonna be transferred to the Wikipedia webpage. Okay, so this is a hyperlink, pretty straightforward. Okay, for the second tag, which is image, I think I covered it for the last week's recitation. Okay, so for the last week, I think I covered like how to insert a remote picture, which is by using a URL on the website, as well as how to insert your local picture to your file, right? So today I think we're going to recall how to use the URL like remotely. So they said insert a picture related to Belgium at the beginning of the Margaret paragraph. So I just copy this format right here. So because I want to insert a picture for the Margaret paragraph, so I need to find the P right here. Okay. So paste. Okay. Just doing some refresh. So in the ALT attribute, we could put some memos, right? Just in case the URL doesn't work, right? So maybe I'll just put a memo of Belgium. Alright. So right here we could have two other attributes, which is the width and the height. Could define how large the picture is. So what size the picture is. So maybe for this one, I mean, you could put whatever number you like. It's just reasonable. It's good. Oh, sorry about that. 120. Maybe for the height, I want to be like 70. It's good. Okay, so for the first attribute, src, I want to find the URL. So same logic, we go to the Wikipedia. Belgium. Okay. So in this page, you just could find your favorite picture. So I think I like this one, but so copy address, put them right here. Sorry. Okay, save it. So let's go back right here. Refresh. Now there's a little picture we'll show on the Margaret's paragraph. So right here. Okay. It's pretty cute. So yeah. Okay, so this is a picture. I've done this again like the last week. So I think you could master it. Okay. Okay, the third one, which is a style. So basically, if you want your text, maybe you don't want this color, you want a different color, you could use the style to change the color for the text or even the background color. It's like magical. So so let's say apply to beautify. So let's try this one. Ooh. Alright. You see, as I refresh, actually, the picture will be on the left of the whole paragraph, right? But if I didn't do that, do it again. You see, there's the picture is on top of the whole paragraph. So the reason that I use this style, which is float left, to move the picture from the top to the left. Okay. Which is pretty simple. You just need to add this additional attribute in the image tag. Okay. You see, there's the style has a like red color, which means it is attribute for the image, just like the src and the alt. Okay. Float left, or you could even do like float right. Okay. Gonna be on the right side. Okay. Okay, it said for the next, change the background color and text by applying the style attribute to the body. Okay. Alright. So on this slide, it said apply this one in the body tag. So let's find. So this is head, we don't care about them. Let's go to the body. So style. Style equals to like background color black and color for the text is gonna be yellow. So save the file, refresh. See, so because as I said for the last recitation, the body will in charge of the main area, which is this area, the display of the web page. So if I put a style attribute in the body tag, and do some modification on the background color or even the text color, it's gonna be show up on the browser, on the main web page. Okay, so if I want the color to be right, it's gonna be right. Okay, pretty simple. Okay. And also you could do the color changing stuff on the head part. So you could do this in the body, and also you could do this on this part. So I'll try turn the color to the lime. So the thing you need to do, you just add a style tag, okay, in the head part. You just need a tag. So just be aware. So this one, the style right here, it is a tag because it has a arrow bracket, but for this one, because there's a red color, so it is attribute. So they are different. Okay. So just save it and refresh. Sorry. I think this one's still yellow. Okay. So there's a problem because I want to my text to be this color, to be lime, but the result, the fact is that this text still be yellow, which is this color right here. The reason is that this style right here will override the style right here, which means the yellow color would override the lime color, because they all do the same thing, they all do the modification on the text, but they are different colors. So if I delete this one, could say the text is gonna be transferred to the lime color, the green color. But if I just put it back, it's gonna be yellow. So right here is like there's a conflict between the body style, the yellow part, and the head style, the lime part. So when this situation occurs, there's a rule. So the closest one to the context will override the far one. So in this case, because this is my text part, and this part is close to the yellow color, okay, but it's kind of far from this lime color. So the yellow color in the body tag will override the lime color in the head part. Okay, so there's an overriding relationship in this situation. Okay, so as you can see, the closest style ones, okay, so because the style right here, the color for this one is yellow, because this style is close to the text, so it will win. But this style in the head part, the lime, because it's kind of far from the text, so it will be overridden by the yellow color. Okay, this is a rule. Okay, so for the next, I want to apply right color only to the word paradoxically. Okay, so in this case, we need to use the span tag. So I just copy the layout right here. Let's find, where are you? Where is the paradox? Oh, it's right here. So I want this one to be a right color. So let's go find it. It's right here. So just paste. So the format is that we have a like starting tag and also have a closing tag, and we just put the paradoxically in between of this tag and this tag. So let's go back, paradoxically. So it's like this vocabulary, I want this one to be right, and so this one will be embraced by the span tags. Okay, the style. So there's also a style. You can see it is an attribute because the color for this one is right, and span. Let's check it. Refresh. You can see the color right here will be right. Okay, this is how you like apply a color to a single vocabulary or even a single sentence. You just need to use the span tags and just put whatever you like, whatever you need to change the color in between of the starting tag and the closing tag. There's a slash in front of the span, so you just put whatever you like in between of these two positions, and it's gonna be good. Okay, lists. So I think I covered this for last week. Okay, let's do it again. Just think I have this right here. So I want to put, so in the, I wanted to create a list, because if you check my last week video, you could say the list is actually consists of two tags. So the first one, which is a UL, and the starting one, the closing one, and in the UL we have the li, which is an element of the list. So I will show this example to you. So you could say it is a sentence right here. We don't care about them, and you can say ul and li, the first element of the list, which is 1920, and there's the I right here means italic. So you can see there's a little italic style for the landscape, and for the I, the starting one, closing one, and the li for it is the second element, and the li second element. And right here we have a sublist inside the third element, so which is pretty much the same format. We have another ul, so the ul always represent the starting of a new list. So we have a big list on the top. We also have like small, or like you say, like sublist inside the third element. You can say the ul represent the starting of a new list, and the first element of the new list, and second element of the new list. You can say. So yeah. So basically, so the list is consists of two tags: the ul representing the starting of, or you could say there exists a list. You could see that, and the li represents there's actually the same content for the list. You could put a sentence or word right here after the li tag. Okay, so this is how we created this list. Okay. All right. So, there's a li. Oh well. So if you want to be like ordered, I'll do this. See the difference. Say there's actually a number like 1, 2, 3. If you change the ul from have a change from ul to ol, you could put a sequence number, the index number in front of your elements. So I do the same thing for the small list, for the sublist. So ul to ol, ul to ol. Okay, watch carefully. So it's nothing right here, but I want to change it to the order list. So I just refresh the web page. You can say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, pretty straightforward. Okay, and the tables. Let's check. Tables. Okay. So I just show the result directly, so you could have like more straightforward kind concept about this one, about table. So it's kind of different from the list, because the list we just have the sequence, or we have the list one by one, the elements. But for the tables, we could have like a matrix. It's like we have rows, we have columns. We could do like 2 times 2, or even 10 times 10. We have this matrix table. So in order to create a table, we have a few things. So the first one, we need to have a table tag. Okay, so let's do it separately. So in the table, we have a table border. If I set equal to 1, you could say it's kind of thing, right? So if I say I want to do 100, you could say it's kind of different, right? So you could change the number right here, and after the table tag, we have a caption. So this one is pretty like the caption, or you say the title of the table. So you could say I named the table to be artist and the birthplaces. So it's gonna be show on the top of the table. Okay, so this is a caption. And for the TR, so which represent the first row of the table, and the TD is the first column of the first row. So another TD is the second column of the first row. So you could say like the artist, it is the first column for the TR, and the birthplace is the second column for the TR. So you could say on the first row there's a first column with artist right here, right? Artist, and the second column birthplace, right? TD, right? So this is a first TR, which represent the first row, and we go to the second TR, which represent the second row of the table. And in the second row, we have a first column for the second row, which is Margaret, which is TD, right? So you can say Margaret on the second row, but it is the first column for the second row, and Belgium, which is the second column for the second row, right? So you can say second column, second row, right? So you can say there's like relationship between, or you could even add another row, like see there's the third row for the third column for the first row. Okay, could do this whatever you like. You could do many columns. See, it's kind of crazy, but it is hard. This is what it looked like. So alright, and you want to, if you want to be you want to be you want this artist to be bold, you could just change sorry, I think I made a mistake right here. So actually it should all be TD. So let's see. This should all be TD, but okay, nothing changed. So if you wanted the artist to be like kind of bold, so you just change the TD to be TH. Okay, and you could see difference. You could say there's kind of bold style, and then you want to do the same thing for the birthplace, and do the same thing right here. Change the TD to TH, and you could get a similar result for this style. So this is like how you create a table in the HTML. So basically, you just like first you need a table tag on the top, and the other thing that you need a caption to be your title, and for the content you just need a tr to be first row, and in the first row you have th or even td to be the columns. So the difference between th and td is that th is like a bold style, and td is just like standard stuff, you know. So you have a open like starting tag and closing tag, and for the tr same logic. For the th you have a starting one, closing one. Okay. And on the last page I want to show you this website, which is a CSS box model. You could go right here and just click try it yourself. So if you wanna, so the benefit of this model is that you could change everything right here. So you don't even go to this one to do some modifications. You could do everything in this part. Okay. So if let's say I want to change the margin to from 20 to 200, could say it's kind of change, and I want the padding to be 500. It's kind of crazy, you know. Okay. So as I said, the benefit, you could do all the modifications in this part. Okay. Okay, so before I move on, could just take a few seconds to check this model. So this is a margin, this is a border, this is a padding, and in the center it is a content. It's pretty like it's just like what I did. So like one, two, three, four parts of this box model. Okay, so last one. I want to apply a right border to the paradox, Russell's paradox. So let's go back to our web page. So I want to apply a right border to this H2. So I just copy this one. Let's go. Where are you? Oh, it's H2. I found it. Russell's paradox. And right here, let's see. It's not gonna work. Let's see. I just copied the attribute. Just copy the style attribute. It's gonna be good. Alright, so same logic. Same logic as a body. I did the same thing for H2 as I did for the body. We just add a style attribute. You can see there's a red color. The border equals to 5 pixel, and the color is solid red. Okay, so let's check what's going on right here. See, there's a red border around the Russell's paradox. Okay, and I want to do the same thing for the Margaret's paradox H2. So I just copy the style attribute. Yeah. Let's find out H2. Where are you? Right here. Okay, do the same thing. Just refresh. You see the yellow border for the Margaret's paradox. Okay, so basically the idea is that it's not that how you code a specific thing. I want you to understand that the style could do like a lot of jobs. Like you could change the background color, you could even change the border to the certain to the tag, or even you could change the position of the pictures, and all of this you could be done by adding the style attribute to the existing tag. All right, so for example today we for the body tag we just add a style attribute to change the background color and also the text color. All right, so this is the first one, and for the H2 we just add a border around this Russell's paradox. Okay, to finish this we just by adding the style attribute to the H2 just inside the H2 tag, and also we learn how to change the picture's position by adding the style attribute in the image tag, right? So I think the style is gonna be pretty functional and pretty productive. So I think this is for today. I apologize, I'm kind of sleepy right now because it is 1 p.m. 1:22 p.m. Sorry, AM. 1:23 a.m. right here, so I came just sleepy. I really apologize for that. Alright, so and yeah, I hope you. I mean, I don't mind if you double space my video. I don't care, but I hope you could get the idea of this, all of this, especially the styles and the hyperlinks. Okay, I think, but I mean the style I think is pretty important because you're gonna use it for your assignment. Okay, all right. Thank you for watching. Apologize again. I really kind of sleepy right now. Okay, all right. Thank you.